How you guys doing? So today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. I had a lot of people ask me questions on Instagram, YouTube, about the channel, about the car. We're gonna get into those questions. Today was a long day. I could finally sit down, have a drink. Don't judge me, it's this sparkling water. I don't drink. All right, so for the very first question, this one is from Dez. Shout out to Dez. K Frank or K24 next? Okay. I'm debating if I should build the K20 or find a 24 and do the 2420. I did have a friend that had one for sale, but unfortunately he sold it already. So the 24, I have to look for another one, which is fine. But then it also leaves me the option of building the 20 as well that I have, the Z3. So as of right now, I'm just gonna build the K20. Next question is from Nelson, 24K. So Nelson asks, what was the hardest thing to find/get? Now, I'm assuming you're asking for the JDM conversion or just parts in general. I would say the hardest thing to find, or that I did find for the car, the center grille. I got lucky with this because my homie Jin, shout out to Jin if you're watching, Jin, he had a Civic that he sold. He was selling a whole bunch of parts. He happened to hit me up just on the random. That part is very hard to find because it's never in stock in ICB, never in stock in Art of Attack. So that big center grille would probably be, for me, was the hardest because I was looking for that. And if it had not been for Jin, I probably would still be looking for it. So this next question is from Acid Explosive Balls. Huh? What's the one thing that keeps you motivated to build into your car? Advice on how to not give up. So this is a two-part question. Basically, what gets me motivated is just cars that I see online. You know, I'm on YouTube a lot, so I see people who are, you know, making these amazing builds. To have all those cars, to have all that support, and to have all that knowledge and everything that they're doing, it makes me push myself harder. So every time I feel like I'm down or I'm like not really, you know, doing the YouTube thing or whatever it is, I kind of just remember them and remember how they started because I watched their channel grow. I think that's probably like the biggest thing, is just watching other people build cars, especially cars that you like. And yeah, advice on how not to give up. I mean, I'm already deep into this car, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort. And for me to just give up on this is just a waste. Everything that I put into this car will have been for nothing. So I have a job to do on this build. I have a vision. I want to do that. I think about what's important to me and I just do it. Next question is from I am number 6. How do you maintain your engine? What kind of oil do you use and how often do you change your oil? Excellent question. So changing the oil, that's like a big thing, but also keeping up on maintenance. When I used to work at Honda, they had mile marks for when you're supposed to do service. And as long as you keep up on that service and you know the time for certain services, you're ahead of the game already. You don't want to wait until the lights turn on. So you just need to know the mileage mark of your vehicle's maintenance. So you could probably look that up on Google, whatever car you have. The next part of the question says, what kind of oil do you use? I use Mobil 1. I've been using Mobil 1 for quite a long time. I haven't had any issues with the FG4, with my old Integra that I had back in the day. And now I use it in the FA5. And then it says, how often do you change your oil? So that's the third part of the question. Every 3,000 miles or every 3 months. So whichever comes first. And the reason for this is the longer you let that oil sit, the longer it's gonna stain the motor, the longer it's gonna heat up certain parts to where you don't want to. Every 3,000 or 3 months. Next question is from Mugen Mikey. He says it's not a question. So he says, not a question, but I hope to have my car like yours one day. Appreciate that, Mikey. Yeah, I mean, I look at my car and I'm just like, man, why can't it be like such and such car, you know? And I kind of forget about what I have. So Mikey, thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot. All of you guys watching this video, it means a lot. Thank you. Next question is from K20 Connor. Best lip kit for USDM. This is debatable. For USDM, I think the best USDM kit would be the HFP. Only because everything fits and flows well. I did have the HFP rear lip on my car and I loved it. I would say HFP in my opinion. Next question is from It's Fammy. Any more FD2 goodies? And the answer to that is yes. I don't want to give away anything, but I will say I have some Jay's Racing stuff, I have some Mugen stuff, and I might have some Saibon stuff. So stay tuned. If you guys want to see what I'm getting in the next couple months, stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel, it's free. It's Fammy again. Performance mods. So I have full bolt-ons. So I'm running a Skunk 2 intake manifold. Like I wish I had an RBC, which I'll get an RBC, but I'll change that. It came with the car. Hybrid racing cold air intake, PLM header, and then I have a NVIDIA Q300 exhaust, which I love, by the way. And I'm tuned on Honda. I think I'm making around like 220 right now. So it had the suspension already, so I put wheels. I did the hybrid racing short shifter. I did the cable bushings. I did the D10 springs. That's pretty much it for right now. Until later on, when I pull the motor, I'm gonna be doing a lot more of that performance stuff. So it's Fammy again, man. Shout out to you, man, asking me all these questions. Thoughts on the new FL5 Type R? Man, let me tell you, I love it, man. I love it so much that I love it way more than the FK8. And I love the FK8. Like, and when I saw the FL5, I was like, damn, that looks really good. I love the design of it. I love the shape of it. I love how it's not angled. It's more aerodynamic. The front grille is a lot bigger, so it actually allows air intake. I love the rear end of it because it just looks so aggressive with the wing. A lot of people hate the wing, but I'm for it. I'm team FL5. Interior is nice. They put the numbered plaque on the dash, which is kind of cool, so you can actually see it. Type R, man. Who doesn't love a Type R? Some people don't, but I'm just saying. All right, so this next question is probably my favorite question out of all of them. Flipside F35, why FA5 chassis? I'm gonna let you know right now, before I even got into Honda, which was like around high school time, I didn't really know much about cars. Friends always had Hondas, so whenever they'd pick me up, we would go to the Y to play basketball. You know, they would bring their cars, and one particular night, my friend Mike pulled up in an FG2 Galaxy Gray. I believe it was an 06 or 07, and I just remember being inside of it, how comfortable the seats were, how different the dash looked, the orange glow, like the sounds of the engine, and it was stock. So I was like, damn, what kind of car is this? And from then on, I got hooked. And then when I found out about the Type R, I was even more like, you know, in it. I did fall in love with the Integra or the DC5, so I fell in love with the Acura. I saw that, I was like, man, that looks beautiful. And then when I saw the FD2 or the F8 chassis, I fell in love with it. I remember my parents going to Honda, getting a Honda Odyssey, a 2008 Honda Odyssey. And in the showroom, they had a blue Mugen SI. I remember looking at it like, man, like I want one of these. Like, it looks so much like the Type R. This has been something that I've been wanting to do and build for the longest time. Building this car, this is different. You know, this is personal to me. This is something that, I don't know, it sounds weird. I don't want to be weird with you guys, but yeah, like it's like my dream car, you know? So FA5 chassis is my favorite Civic chassis. All right, guys, well, that is gonna do it for this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry if I didn't get to your question. I had a lot of questions coming in. I still have questions coming in. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for tuning in. My last video did really, really well. But yeah, if you guys are new here, you guys are just checking in. My name is Vic. I have an 8th gen Civic SI, and I'm currently building that at the moment. I do vlogs, I do reviews, unboxings, Q&As like this video right here. I'm trying to engage more with the audience. This is something that I want to do on a regular basis because I know a lot of people have questions and a lot of people hit me up about things, and I figure, hey, why not? I just group it into a video for you guys to check out. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it's free. Comment down below. Ask me more questions. I'll be more than happy to read all the comments. I read all the comments, guys. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Hit the like button if you guys like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Before I end off this video, I just want to give you a message of the day. And today's message is apologize. This one I struggle with because I'm very stubborn, you know, I'm very set in my ways, and it's very hard for me to apologize because I think I'm right. I know I'm right, right? But that's wrong. There's times where you're gonna get into disagreements, you're gonna say some stuff you didn't mean, you're gonna do some things you didn't mean to do, and unfortunately you can't take that back. But what you can do is you can apologize, and you can say, hey, listen, I messed up. You know, you can come to the line where it's in between you and that person, and you could say, hey, I'm here, I'm apologizing, I'm sorry for what I did. And it takes a really strong person to do that. I struggle with that still. I'm working on it, but it's very important that you apologize. And the crazy thing about the apology is it's not for them, it's for you. So when you apologize, it's for yourself, it's for your peace of mind. Because when you apologize to somebody, that means, okay, I'm clearing my conscience, I'm getting rid of all this weight over my head and everything. I'm apologizing, I'm sorry. They can either do one of two things. They can accept the apology, come up to the line and apologize back, and everything is good. Or they can ignore that, continue to be stubborn, which I'm guilty of, and let it fester and let it affect them to where they can't eat, sleep, go to work, do any of the functioning things like that a regular person can do. So in actuality, you're apologizing, but it's for you, not for the other person. So just something to think about. Hope you guys like that one. Catch you guys later. Peace.